Over the decades, American lunch culture has undergone significant transformations, leading to the decline of several once popular dishes. In this video, we explore 10 classic lunches that have largely disappeared from the American dining scene. Number 1. The Big Boy Hamburger. The Big Boy Hamburger was a revolutionary invention in the world of fast food, introduced in 1937 by Bob Wien, the owner of Bob's Pantry in Glendale, California. Wien sought to create a filling and affordable meal during the Great Depression, which led to the creation of a double-decker hamburger. The burger featured 2 beef patties, lettuce, cheese, and a signature special sauce, all sandwiched between a fresh hamburger bun. This innovative concept not only offered more for the price, but also gave birth to a new wave of fast food experiences that focused on bigger portions and satisfying meals. The success of the Big Boy Hamburger quickly propelled Bob's Pantry into a franchise model, and by 1938, the first Big Boy restaurant was established. It wasn't just the food that made Big Boy famous, but also the branding. The restaurant chain became synonymous with the large, smiling boy mascot, holding a burger, which became an iconic symbol of the restaurant's identity. This clever mascot helped solidify Big Boy as one of the earliest recognizable fast food chains in America. Through the 1950s and 1960s, Big Boy restaurants flourished across the country, particularly catering to the car culture that dominated the era. Families and teenagers flocked to the drive-ins for a taste of the Big Boy Hamburger, cementing it as an American classic. The success of the Big Boy also inspired other fast food giants, including McDonald's, which introduced the Big Mac in 1968, drawing clear parallels between the two burgers. Despite its early successes, the Big Boy Hamburger began to lose traction in the 1970s as fast food chains like McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's expanded, offering quicker, more streamlined menu options. The rise of healthier eating trends and the decline of traditional diners led to fewer Big Boy restaurants. However, the burger has seen periodic resurgences due to nostalgia for retro food and dining experiences, particularly among baby boomers and Gen Xers. Today, Big Boy restaurants are still operational in limited locations, and the Big Boy Hamburger continues to hold a special place in the hearts of those who remember its heyday. Its influence on the fast food industry remains undeniable, having played a key role in shaping the way Americans view and consume fast food. The Big Boy Hamburger's legacy not only includes its iconic status, but also the development of restaurant branding and the cultural importance of the bigger burger. Number 2, Tuna Noodle Casserole. Tuna noodle casserole emerged as a quintessential American comfort food in the mid-20th century, particularly during the 1950s and 1960s. Its popularity was largely due to its affordability and the convenience of using non-perishable pantry staples. The traditional recipe typically combined canned tuna, egg noodles, and a creamy base made from condensed cream of mushroom or celery soup. Frozen peas were often added for color and nutrition, and the dish was commonly topped with crushed potato chips, breadcrumbs, or canned fried onions to provide a crunchy contrast to the creamy interior. The origins of tuna noodle casserole can be traced back to the Pacific Northwest in the 1930s. The first known printed recipe, titled Noodles and Tuna Fish and Casserole, appeared in Sunset Magazine in 1930, contributed by a resident of Kennewick, Washington. This early version laid the foundation for what would become a staple in American households. The dish's rise to prominence coincided with the post-World War II era, a time when casseroles became popular in American households due to their cost-effectiveness and ease of preparation. The use of canned soups as a base eliminated the need for making sauces from scratch, streamlining the cooking process for busy homemakers. Additionally, tuna noodle casserole could be prepared in advance, refrigerated or frozen, and then reheated, making it a practical option for families. Over the years, numerous variations of the classic recipe have emerged. Some versions incorporate different vegetables such as mushrooms, celery, or bell peppers. Others experiment with alternative toppings like crushed cornflakes or grated cheese. In Australia, a similar dish known as tuna mornay is popular, featuring a cheese-infused bechamel sauce and often including corn or peas. In Finland, a variant called tonakalavuokka, meaning tuna pasta casserole, is a common school meal, typically made with pasta, tuna, tomatoes, and garlic, and topped with shredded mozzarella. Despite its decline in popularity in recent decades, tuna noodle casserole remains a nostalgic dish for many, evoking memories of family dinners and potluck gatherings. Its enduring appeal lies in its simplicity, versatility, and the comforting combination of flavors and textures that have made it a beloved part of American culinary history. Number 3. Salsbury Steak. Salsbury steak was created by Dr. James Henry Salsbury in the 19th century as part of his promotion of a meat-heavy diet for health benefits. It was designed as a digestible and nutritious meal for individuals suffering from digestive ailments, particularly during the Civil War, when soldiers required easily prepared and high-energy meals. The original preparation involved finely minced beef seasoned with onions and a bit of salt, which was then molded into patties and either broiled or pan-fried. The dish gained traction in the early 20th century as a hearty and economical meal for families. By incorporating affordable ground beef and minimal ingredients, Salsbury steak became a staple in households, offering a way to stretch the meat supply during tough economic times like the Great Depression. The evolution of the recipe included breadcrumbs, eggs, and savory spices, and it was often served with a thick, flavorful gravy made from pan drippings, beef stock, and mushrooms. During the mid-20th century, Salsbury steak became a favorite in school cafeterias and diners due to its simple preparation and universal appeal. It was also prominently featured in frozen TV dinners during the 1950s, symbolizing convenience for the growing number of working-class families. However, its popularity waned as culinary trends shifted towards international cuisines and lighter meals. Salsbury steak remains a nostalgic comfort food, often reimagined in modern kitchens with gourmet ingredients and updated cooking techniques. Number 4. TV dinners. TV dinners were first introduced in 1953 by the Swanson Company as a response to the challenge of finding a use for surplus Thanksgiving turkeys. The meal's design was inspired by airline meal trays, featuring separate compartments for different foods. The original TV dinner included turkey with cornbread dressing, peas, and sweet potatoes. Packaged in aluminum trays, these meals were designed to be heated in conventional ovens, and their innovation lay in the neat compartmentalization, ensuring that flavors did not mix during preparation. The marketing campaign associated with TV dinners played a crucial role in their success. The name TV dinner capitalized on the cultural explosion of television, encouraging families to enjoy their meals while watching their favorite shows. This novel eating experience represented a shift from formal dining tables to more casual settings, aligning with the rapidly evolving lifestyles of 1950s America. During the 1960s, TV dinners expanded to include a wider variety of meal options, such as fried chicken, Salsbury steak, and spaghetti with meatballs. They became a symbol of modern convenience, catering to the increasing number of dual-income households. By the 1980s, advancements in microwave technology allowed manufacturers to replace aluminum trays with microwave-safe plastic, reducing heating time and broadening their appeal. The perception of TV dinners began to change in the late 20th century, as concerns about health and nutrition became more prominent. Critics pointed out their high sodium content and lack of fresh ingredients, prompting a decline in their popularity. In recent years, however, TV dinners have made a comeback with healthier versions featuring organic ingredients, vegetarian options, and gourmet flavors. Number 5. Pimento cheese sandwiches. Pimento cheese sandwiches are deeply rooted in Southern culinary tradition, where they became a cultural icon over the past century. The spread itself is made primarily from a mix of sharp cheddar cheese, mayonnaise, and diced pimentos, offering a creamy yet tangy flavor that sets it apart. The dish traces its origins back to the early 1900s when industrial food production began introducing cream cheese and canned pimentos to American markets. Early recipes were more elaborate, often including ground mustard or cayenne pepper for an extra kick. The affordability of pimento cheese made it accessible during times of economic hardship, such as the Great Depression. It became a lunchtime staple for many workers, thanks to its ability to be easily prepared, stored, and transported. In the 1940s and 1950s, pimento cheese sandwiches gained a reputation as country club food, often served on soft white bread during social gatherings. At the same time, it retained its place as a working-class favorite. What sets the pimento cheese sandwich apart is its incredible versatility. It can be served as a simple, nostalgic snack or elevated with additional ingredients like crispy bacon, fresh herbs, or artisan bread. Over the years, its influence has expanded beyond sandwiches, finding its way into burgers, baked goods, and even gourmet charcuterie boards. The dish's resilience is credited to its adaptability, appealing to both nostalgic diners and modern food enthusiasts. Number 6. Meatloaf Sandwiches. Meatloaf sandwiches have been a beloved staple in American cuisine, particularly noted for their role in utilizing leftovers from the classic meatloaf dinner. The concept involves placing a slice of cold or reheated meatloaf between two slices of bread, often accompanied by condiments such as ketchup, mustard, or mayonnaise, and sometimes topped with cheese, lettuce, or tomato. This practice not only minimizes food waste, but also offers a convenient and flavorful meal option. The origins of the meatloaf sandwich are closely tied to the history of meatloaf itself, which dates back to ancient Rome. The Roman cookbook Apicius includes recipes for minced meat mixed with bread and spices, forming a precursor to the modern meatloaf. In the United States, meatloaf gained popularity during the Great Depression as an economical way to stretch protein sources by combining ground meat with fillers like breadcrumbs and vegetables. The subsequent use of leftover meatloaf in sandwiches became a practical solution for quick lunches, especially among working-class families. The versatility of meatloaf sandwiches has led to numerous regional variations. In the Midwest, it's common to find them served with a slice of cheddar cheese and a smear of ketchup on white bread. In the South, additions like pickles or coleslaw provide a tangy contrast to the savory meat. Some gourmet versions incorporate artisanal breads, specialty cheeses, or unique spreads to elevate the traditional sandwich. In recent years, there has been a resurgence of interest in comfort foods, leading to a renewed appreciation for meatloaf sandwiches. Chefs and home cooks alike are experimenting with innovative recipes, such as adding spicy aioli, caramelized onions, or even incorporating international flavors like sriracha or chimichurri sauce. This adaptability ensures that the meatloaf sandwich remains a relevant and cherished part of American culinary tradition. Number 7. Tuna salad on white bread. The tuna salad sandwich, a quintessential American lunch staple, has its roots in the early 20th century. The advent of canned tuna in the early 1900s provided a convenient and affordable protein source, leading to its widespread incorporation into various dishes. Home cooks began mixing canned tuna with mayonnaise and other ingredients to create a flavorful spread, which was then generously applied between slices of soft white bread. This combination offered a quick, satisfying meal that required minimal preparation. The choice of white bread played a significant role in the sandwich's popularity. During the mid-20th century, white bread was a dietary staple in American households, prized for its soft texture and mild flavor, which complemented the creamy tuna salad filling. The sandwich became a common feature in lunchboxes, diners, and cafeterias, symbolizing the convenience and simplicity of post-war American cuisine. Traditional tuna salad recipes often include ingredients such as diced celery, onions, and pickles, adding crunch and tanginess to the creamy mixture. Some variations incorporate hard-boiled eggs or relish for added flavor. The versatility of the tuna salad allows for personalization, with some preferring a touch of mustard or a squeeze of lemon juice to enhance the taste. In recent years, there has been a shift towards whole grain and artisanal breads, leading to a decline in the classic white bread pairing. However, the nostalgic appeal of the traditional tuna salad on white bread endures, evoking memories of simpler times and comfort food. While modern variations continue to emerge, the classic combination remains a beloved choice for many, reflecting the enduring legacy of this humble yet satisfying sandwich. Number 8. Creamed chipped beef on toast. Creamed chipped beef on toast is a classic dish deeply ingrained in American culinary history. It consists of thinly sliced dried beef served in a creamy white sauce made from a basic roux of butter, flour, and milk. This mixture is then poured over toasted bread for a hearty and simple meal. The dish became widely popular in the early 20th century, particularly in military settings, due to its practicality, long shelf life, and the ability to feed large groups with minimal ingredients. The dish's military roots trace back to World War I, where it was a standard in U.S. Army rations. It remained a staple during World War II, appearing frequently in mess halls and field kitchens. Its economical nature made it ideal for feeding troops efficiently, and soldiers often referred to it humorously, though affectionately, in shorthand. At home, creamed chipped beef on toast gained traction during the Great Depression and post-war years when cost-effective meals were highly valued. Families appreciated its ease of preparation and the ability to create a satisfying meal with pantry staples. Many households adapted the recipe by adding personal touches, such as a dash of paprika, black pepper, or nutmeg to enhance the flavor. Some variations included sautéed onions or mushrooms to create a richer taste. Though its popularity has waned with the rise of more modern dishes, creamed chipped beef on toast remains a nostalgic favorite for many. It evokes memories of home-cooked meals and simple times, while continuing to serve as a comforting and reliable option for those who enjoy traditional flavors. Number 9. Sloppy Joes. Sloppy Joes are a distinctly American dish made from ground beef simmered in a tangy tomato-based sauce and served on a soft hamburger bun. Its simplicity and affordability made it a household staple, starting in the mid-20th century. The dish is believed to have originated in the 1930s, with one popular story attributing it to a cook named Joe at a cafe in Sioux City, Iowa. Joe allegedly added tomato sauce to his loose meat sandwiches, creating the sloppy, flavorful concoction we know today. The name Sloppy Joe is said to reflect the messy nature of the sandwich, which became a defining characteristic. Another theory suggests the name and concept were influenced by Sloppy Joe's bar in Havana, Cuba, known for its casual atmosphere and overflowing drinks and sandwiches. This Cuban connection potentially contributed to the American interpretation of the dish. By the 1940s, Sloppy Joes had become a common feature in cafeterias and home kitchens. In 1969, Hunt's Manwich introduced canned Sloppy Joe sauce, simplifying the preparation process and popularizing the dish further. Variations have emerged over the years, with some recipes substituting beef with turkey, chicken, or plant-based proteins. Additional flavorings like barbecue sauce, mustard, or Worcestershire sauce are often added to create regional or personal twists. Number 10. Chicken a la King. Chicken a la King is a dish made with diced chicken in a creamy sauce, commonly enriched with mushrooms, bell peppers, and pimientos. This savory mixture is often served over rice, noodles, or toast, and its rich texture and flavor make it a standout in classic American cuisine. The sauce is typically prepared with a roux of butter and flour, chicken broth, and heavy cream, often enhanced with a splash of sherry or white wine for a refined taste. The exact origins of chicken a la King remain disputed. One story credits chef George Greenwald of the Brighton Beach Hotel in New York with creating the dish in the 1890s. He named it after his employers, Mr. and Mrs. King. Another claim suggests it was invented in Philadelphia at the Bellevue Hotel by Chef William Bill King in the early 20th century. Both narratives highlight the dish's beginnings in upscale culinary environments. Chicken a la King rose to prominence in the mid-20th century, when it became a favorite on restaurant menus and in home kitchens. The recipe's adaptability allowed it to transition from fine dining to an economical family meal. Cooks often use leftover poultry, making it a practical choice during economic downturns like the Great Depression. Its creamy texture and customizable ingredients solidified its role as a comfort food staple. Modern variations include substitutions such as turkey or seafood, with additional ingredients like capers or herbs to bring fresh dimensions to the dish. While not as widespread today, chicken a la king remains a nostalgic dish, evoking a bygone era of both elegance and practicality in cooking.